I'm a big fan of chicken wings, and I feel like I've made them quite a lot of ways. Today I want to show you a new one. I was scrolling through Instagram like we all do, and I found hot honey, and I wanted to kind of flip it on its head a little bit and do a hot honey ranch chicken wing. How's that sound, Ethan?
Sounds,
I mean, look at them. Look at them.
Amazing.
So we make the ranch and we glaze it at the, I'll just show you. We'll get into the, you'll see it in a second. Just run the bumper. We're gonna start with the base of our hot honey ranch. It's kind of like an Asian style hot honey ranch, but we're gonna start with oil. Avocado oil in a pot right on your griddle, medium high heat. We wanna get this hot. I'm gonna go in with some red pepper flake, a decent amount. Don't be afraid, it is called hot honey ranch. I'm gonna go in with some sesame seeds as well, then ginger and garlic paste. What we're doing here is we're bringing up the temperature of all of these individual ingredients. They're gonna start marrying together and roasting, toasting, if you will, in the oil, and that becomes this flavor bomb base for our sauce. Now let's get to our chicken wings. Now do what you like. Wings or drumettes. Andy, do you prefer drums or flats?
I'm a flats.
Flats. Wait, pick flats if you want. I don't. I like drums. All drums today. But if you like flats, go with the flats too. Oil, SPG, and we're good to go. Give that a nice toss. You can season a few different times as you toss. And then once you get it on the griddle, just make sure they're nice and even. A lot of surface area. Make sure they're not bunched up together, and give them a season again if you want. If you want to add a bit more olive oil, you could do that too. We're gonna let these cruise. And if you haven't made chicken wings on your griddle before, it's life-changing. It goes so fast, and they really do get crispy. Once the oil has had a chance to bubble and boil, I mean, it doesn't really quite boil because it's oil. How many rhymes can I put in there, Andy? Enough? Is that enough rhymes?
Toil.
There you go. There's another one. All the flavors come out into the oil, and that's where that richness comes from. Now to this, I'm gonna add some SPG, I'm gonna add some sesame oil, some soy, some honey. All of these things added to the hot oil are gonna dissolve and combine more evenly. And also a CJ Fraser special, some ranch mix, pre-made ranch mix. You just gotta do it.
He'd be so proud.
I'm proud of him for telling me about it. Mix all of that together till it's evenly combined, and then we get to our sour cream and our yogurt. Now, I like to go 50-50 here, but by all means, you can do all sour cream. You can do 25-75, however you like. But once this is all mixed, it's glorious and gorgeous. But there's one last little thing I wanna do. Just a bit of fresh dill. Fresh dill, it's so wonderful. It really does give us that ranch flavor. I mean, this sauce is pretty wicked. Take a peek at your chicken. We're looking at maybe 10 to 15 minutes for this much chicken, but what we're looking for is that crispy golden skin. You don't have to do this part. I like this part. Right now we just have salt, pepper, garlic on the wings, but I'm gonna take some of that hot honey sesame ranch. Is that what we called it? We can call it whatever we want. Add some of that right to the griddle top. Now it's gonna break down. It's not gonna be as ranchy anymore, but it's gonna start to glaze the chicken as you toss it. It's stunning. I mean, the aromas from the ginger and the garlic and the chili flake, once it hits the heat of the griddle and the chicken, unbelievable. Your neighbor is gonna be coming over asking what's for dinner. To plate this up, I'm going family style, a big party platter, just load it up. You can drizzle more sauce over the top if you want to. I already did the glaze, so I'm just gonna do it in a little dipper on the side, and then garnish it how you want. A little green onion, little sesame seeds, but what you're left with is a stunning wing that gets you out of the typical wing rut. I guarantee you've never had a wing like this. If I take a bite of this right now, I'm totally gonna burn my mouth, but that gives me about 60 seconds to wait. I can go ahead and clean my griddle. If you're a new griddle owner, let me show you how to clean it. If you seasoned it correctly, your scraper should clean everything mostly, like you're 95% there. Just scrape everything to the back nice and even. You don't want to gouge your griddle top, so keep your scraper or your spatula nice and flat and scrape everything out that rear grease trap. And then if you really want to, if you had something sticky, you can add a bit of water, and that's going to bring up the sugar or whatever else may be left over after the initial scrape. What I like to do is a bit of paper towel after the water, make sure it's nice and clean, and then I don't know, 2 or 3 tablespoons of whatever oil you're cooking with. I just have some olive oil, and then a paper towel, very, very thin, so the whole surface is shiny. I'm ready for my next cook. Cut the heat off and you're done. All right, let's get back to these wings. Oh, it's so nice. It's so, so nice. Sesame seeds was a nice touch at the end, too. If you haven't done chicken wings, I'm telling you, they get crazy crispy. This is your baggie.
Yes, it is.
It's not quite as spicy as I was hoping. Reverse that. It's pretty hot. It starts to creep up at the end. They're called hot honey ranch chicken wings. Is that what we call them?
That is what we call them.
Oh man, they're good. I could hammer this whole plate. And also, if you wanted to, you could load the griddle up. You could do 3 times this amount in the same amount of time. That is so, oh man, so money, so money. There you go. Take your chicken wing game to the next level. Sauce game is a really fun one. Whether you're doing, you know, steak bites or I do a lot of sauces on the show, Ethan. What did we do? That peppercorn sauce not too long ago? Peppercorn sauce on steak. Hot honey ranch on chicken wings. Come and get some. So, so good. Let me know in the comments, what would you guys like to learn about in the future? If you haven't yet, click the subscribe button. Comment, like, share, do all the things. I'm Chef Nathan Lippy. This is Cook, Eat, Repeat, where we like to help you become a better cook one recipe at a time. We'll see you all in the next episode.